It's Kalasarin on Sporting Icons.
Okay, so Amir Abdullah, the head of Skill Challenge, has laughed off reports coming from Simon Jordan about the finances for Fury, Usyk, Joshua and Wilder. Now, Simon Jordan, he put out numbers that Tyson Fury would get 90 million, Usyk 50 million, Joshua 30 million and Deontay Wilder also 30 million. Now, Amir Abdullah laughed off by saying, we haven't even had conversations about numbers yet. So those numbers can't be true, can they? Now, as far as the numbers are concerned, who knows what they are? And to be honest, do I care? Do you care? No, probably not. Listen, it's interesting, okay? It is. But ultimately, all we really care about is, are the fighters happy with your money? Cool, we'll fight then. That's what we really care about, isn't it? We want to see the fights. Now, Simon Jordan put out those numbers. Now, he was the one who put out that the Saudis were interested in these two particular fights. Of course, he labelled it as a tournament, I think he did, which apparently that part wasn't true. But the two fights, he was pretty much on the money with, wasn't he? So whatever inside sources he's got, you could say, are quite credible. But at the same time, when that story first broke from Simon Jordan, I did a video on the very same day about it. And I did say it wouldn't be far-fetched because when you know the landscape of the heavyweight division, that's something that things point towards. It is. So it's not far-fetched. You don't have to do too much to come up with that kind of guess, really. Anybody could have really done it. But at the same time, he was the one who done it and he broke it and he was right. But him putting out those kind of numbers, how do you know numbers? Now, as far as Amir Abdullah saying that we haven't even discussed any kind of finances yet or any kind of numbers, I'm not too sure if I'm in bed with that idea. Now, I'm not saying he's lying, of course not. But Eddie Hearn is a numbers man. He's the son of an accountant, isn't he? Now, he went out to Saudi Arabia, was it about a week or two ago, and was out there for a couple of days. Do you really think that he was out there to what, not talk numbers? Of course he was talking numbers. Eddie Hearn, probably his first question would have been, well, how much is Joshua getting? That probably would have been his first question, okay? Because there's no way that he would have went all the way out there to say, yeah, Anthony Joshua, he's interested in fighting Wilder. What's the point? You can do that quite literally on the telephone, can't you? You really can. But anyway, listen, 90 million for Tyson Fury and 50 million for Usyk. There's no way that was true. Not a chance, because Usyk would have taken, 25 million less than what he got to face Anthony Joshua? Really? Not a chance. There's not a chance that there will be a 40 million difference between Fury and Usyk. No way. No, not a chance would that happen. Not a chance would that happen. I'm not saying that Fury wouldn't get 90 million, maybe he would. But Usyk will get there or thereabouts to 75, maybe 80 million for what he got against Anthony Joshua in the rematch. As far as Anthony Joshua taking 30 million, what? Do you think that he'll fight Wilder for 30 million? Do you think Wilder would fight Joshua for 30 million? To you and me, that's a whole boatload of money. To them, it's ego. For all of them, it will be. And I've said this before and I'll say it again, that when it comes to Tyson Fury, I don't think he really cares about how much money he's getting. Honestly, I know, a bit of a shock horror, right? I just think he just wants to be the A-side. To everyone. He wants to be the A-side to everyone. He's on an ego trip. That's what fuels him. He's the A-side. He's the cash cow. He's this, he's that. You and I know that's not true. Okay, but for him, that's what he wants. He wants that validation. That's why he's kind of holding that belt hostage. That's why he didn't go through with the Usyk fight before. Because in no way he's going to agree to a rematch if he loses to Usyk and be a B-side? No, not a chance is Tyson Fury going to do that. His ego won't allow it. That's why he said, you're not having 70-30 in the rematch, even though I won it in the first fight. His cock blocking is what he's doing. But anyway, regardless of all that, hopefully we get these fights over the line. It's going to be interesting to see who Tyson Fury fights next. For a lot of people, it's going to be unforgivable. And no matter who he fights next, if his name is not Oleksandr Usyk, stood on the other side of the ring to him, people won't care. But if he does fight Zhang, if he does fight Andy Ruiz Jr., they'll sell it as a case of, well, once he gets through this one, we'll go for the undisputed fight in Saudi Arabia and blah, blah, blah. That's what they're going to do. Why? Because enough people out there stupid enough to watch whoever it is that Tyson Fury's going to fight next, thinking he's going to go fight Usyk after. Now, I'm not saying that that's not what's going to happen, but this is Tyson we're talking about. You know, he lies more than he tells the truth. Okay? But, hey, listen, at the end of the day, regardless of what the numbers are, I would love to see Joshua versus Wilder. I would love to see Fury versus Usyk. I would. Now, the bigger fight, the most entertaining fight out of them will be Joshua Wilder. I know that hurts some people's feelings, but that's the reality of it. Not everybody cares about Tyson Fury the same way that you do, okay? But at the end of the day, it's still a big fight, and it's undisputed, and it's a fight that we should have had quite some time ago. Although, will it be for undisputed? Because obviously, Usyk, he's going to be fighting down Dubois next, even though the purse bid was a week ago, and we haven't heard anything about it yet. But then, of course, he's going to have to pay a step aside to a Filip Perkovic, isn't he? So, anyway, all boxing politics. Point of this video is Amir Abdullah, the promoter for Skill Challenge Promotions, has stated that those numbers can't be true because we haven't even discussed them yet. What can you do? Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you next video.